Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are actually polishing this ring and we're going to be focusing on the inside right here. I'll be polishing with this tiny little brush. I'll be adding some polishing, what they call polishing compound to it. Basically it's this clay substance that basically, it looks like this. And then I'm going to add a little bit to this brush and then I'm going to be polishing the inside. I'm going to try to use a bigger brush. I actually have a couple of smaller ones, so you can see it. So rule of thumb is just polish everywhere, even the inside. At least that's how you know it's a good ring. It's not all the way polished. Well, you know, they miss some things. So, actually might use a smaller brush for this. How do we do that? So right now I'm gonna switch this thing out with a smaller brush so that I can reach some areas easier. How about this one? Let's try it out. Okay. Keep trying to angle it so you can see. There we go. Now I want to see how well I can polish the inside through here. Oops. Alright, so for now, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be removing some of my tool marks. I added quite a bit when I was trying to set the stones and keeping them tight. Alright, so I'm going to be removing my tool marks. I was trying to use up that blue one up, but I usually have better luck with my red. Basically these tiny little rubber knife edge tools that help remove scratches. Alright. So I'm just trying to make my way over and smooth out any scratches and just trying to concentrate for a bit while I work on this. Basically, I'm just trying to remove anything that could show up later when I really shine it up. There we go. Yeah, this process can take a little bit. So what I'm currently right now is I'm actually preparing it to the ring, at least what they call as the shank, to be polished later. Like, it's a pre-polish basically. So I'm just removing scratches and then I can polish it with ease and not have to struggle trying to remove scratches when I can just move it here. Alright, so I'm going to be working on the prongs for a bit. What I'm doing right now is I'm just smoothing them out. I might actually like trim the back of them a bit and sharpen one of some of my other tools I have here. Real quick. Let's see. Alright. I'm going to use my green rubber wheel. It's been such a long week. Tired. Well, it's been a good week overall. Had a lot of several other projects to do, as well as this one. Alright, so I'm going to polish the prongs a little bit more while I'm doing my main polish with a wheel brush, such as this. It's one of my favorite tools. Basically, you can go right on the inside of the prongs right here. And all these tiny little crevices. Yeah, so like as I use it, the polishing compound, it gets dark. But that's just how it is when it's cut into. And then we just run it through our cleaner and then it just cleans it right off. Let's see. So now I'm gonna smooth out the top prongs. And then I'll be able to polish these guys as well. It might look I'm cutting into it, but really I'm just gliding over those small prongs right inside here. So let me see if I can just smooth this part out a bit more. Hoping maybe I can just use my green wheel for it. Because there's quite a lot of tiny little lines that I want to remove. So this ring is finally finished. What we have here is a 2-carat moissanite, and all the other little gems here are also moissanites. And they are probably the second, actually they are the second hardest gem in the world compared to a diamond, and they actually have more brilliance than a diamond. Yes, this is definitely one of my favorite rings. I really outdid myself with this one. And the design here is a Helix style. And the reason why I picked it is so that this ring can still look delicate, as well as have some really good strength at the same time. And it follows from the bottom all the way up until the top. Yes, what I love about this ring is how just brilliant and white it is, and how much space it has on the sides, as well as it also has a lot of height as well, and it's just gives it so much depth, as well as sort of like a crown in a way. I just love how the gems just go around the center stone and just create to me it looks like a crown look to it. Yes, the reason why I went with a pear-shaped stone instead of a round is because it actually makes the woman's finger look a little longer with a pear instead of a round. And this ring is actually, it looks just as good on the finger as it does in the display, because it conforms to the woman's fingers just very nicely. But yes, this ring is also, it's made with this gold called white gold X1, which is a very strong type of white gold. And this ring is also meant for people that have very labor-intensive jobs, as well as people that just work with their hands. So this is ideal for somebody, well, like people that work in very, very rigorous type of work, but they don't have to worry about it eventually getting too much stress, because this can actually handle it very well. Yes. And the gems, they go all the way to the halfway point, but then it's just all metal at the very bottom, and it continues on, and then it starts at the gems again. And this way it just has, and it's also a way to, like, because actually the most stress every ring has is actually on the bottom, so having the gems stop at the halfway point will actually like help the gems out as well. And I also picked a bezel setting for the pear shape as well, just so that the pear shape can show off more, but it can handle stress, as well as like it can protect the point as well. That's actually the most fragile point of any stone. And this Helix ring is not just any type of Helix ring, but it's actually, they're not the same on each side. It's actually it kind of curls a little differently on one side versus the other. Even the shape of the gems curl outward further, and this has more space on this side than the other side. So basically I was trying to add just a beautiful interest to it, and that way the whole ring is more like a work of art instead of just completely symmetrical. And I hope everybody enjoyed me watching me create this ring as much as I have, and hope everybody has a good rest of their day.